Hey folks, this is ioEther, and I'm back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Slurpee and it's Strv 103B. This is a tier 10 game, but it's a little bit more than that. It's on cliffs. This is actually an advance, like a stronghold game. Advances, as you can see, it's two clans, one against the other, and Bond is actually the clan I'm in currently in World of Tanks. And so this is against one of the other clans. I was not part of this game, unfortunately. I don't remember where I was, but wasn't there apparently. So this is the tier 10. I want to say Swedish. It is Swedish. There we go. You can see the decal on the side. Tank Destroyer. This thing has sloped armor, and it is unless you can overmatch the armor, you're not going to pen this thing from the front. And apparently it can mount and go. Like, I didn't realize it could. Good lord. Hey, sorry for cutting into your regularly scheduled program. I'm going to be doing a special event next Friday called a Fan Pick Friday. Something I'm hoping to run every other Friday or something like that for a while. And so what it consists of is I've put up a straw poll with a bunch of games in it, and you guys tell me what you want to see me play next. So go to the straw poll link in the description below and tell me what you guys want to see recorded next. And the other thing I want to say is, if you want to support the channel, please do so by pulling more friends, family, and clanmates into the channel and helping me grow, and as that would be a huge benefit. Okay. Let's enjoy the rest of this game as we watch Slurpee destroy the enemy. Now we're going to jump into fixed camera, but she's just barely poking over that ridge. I'm actually thinking I'm going to view from back here, seeing as fixed camera is just a bunch of grass. I want you guys to actually see what Slurpee is shooting versus which side of the tank he's shooting at. Now right there, that is an airstrike coming in, and so a bunch of either artillery or I think that was an artillery strike, yes, that came in. You can see that Slurpee's already done 1,300 damage. This game has only just been started. It's a 10-minute game, and he was finally spotted by somebody. Now he's just going to pump rounds in the side of these guys, and he's more or less just farming them. Now, because of the strat that the enemy team is running, they want to control this middle. And it's going to be very tough for them to do, with Slurpee sitting right here, absolutely destroying them when they're not facing him. Now, unfortunately, there is a bat chat way back there somewhere. Oh, no, apparently he's not nearly as far back as he would like to be. Oh yeah, come on, T62. Really? Really, Slurpee? Yeah, shot the ground. It's a beautiful shot into the side of a T62, and you shot the ground. And these guys apparently are just going to keep doing this, where they pull up right in front of his gun and then wonder why they get hit. And so, knowing that Slurpee is covering this area, we're going to pause this and talk a bit of strategy for a second here. So it's next to impossible for the enemy team to dig him out of this spot unless they had artillery. They're not going to be able to take him out. If they had artillery, he'd probably be dead already, and then this strategy would work a lot better. But because of the fact that they've given up everything except for this area here, and then there are tank destroyers with their guns pointed here exactly to counter this, the strategy either means that they all have to get up here really quickly and then kill everything that's up here spotting them, or they have to pick another target. So the other target they could have done, which they probably should have done, is instead of continuing to try and press this advantage, which isn't really an advantage, they possibly could have pressed up and swarmed over this 260, taken it out, and then got in under here. This would have made them safe from all these guns, and then they could have HE'd or taken out the 103 or the STRVs at the back of the map without too much trouble. It would have left their base open to a cap, but they got what, 4 or 5 medium tanks on their team right now, plus an IS-7 AMX-50B. That's a fast enough set of things that they can get back to the cap if they need to. They'd also be leaving the E4 back here to defend as well, and of course the Strv. But they didn't do that. Well, they're not doing that now anyway. Right now they're just sitting here and taking fire from all directions, and if they continue to do that for much longer, there's not going to be anyone left to change strategies. And this is one of the things you cannot get into, either in clan wars or pub games or strongholds. You cannot stick to a strategy once it is clear that that strategy is not going to work. You have to change, you have to adapt. And any team that cannot do that will always be the team that loses. Okay, let's jump back into this game and see if this team starts adapting or if they're just going to crumple and die. Well, they sent a mouse up there. That's either good or no, it's not good because he's starting to reverse now. He got shot a couple times, he got shot in the back, and now he's like, no, I don't want to be here. And he's pulling back. They have a mouse on the other side, but of course he'll be facing the wrong way because he'll be trying to defend against this push here. And so if we can see the back of him, we're going to put shots into the back of him. IS-7 is going to get in trouble because WoT's going to reload. He's still going to have his back end pointing towards us, and that's going to be a dead IS-7. And now the Moss is going to do exactly the same thing. Oh, no, we somehow bounced the side of it. Now, look at this. Are these the prem rounds? These are not prem rounds. These are standard rounds. And WoT's about to run out of his standard rounds. And now he's loading prem. Now, this far into the battle, after 5,000 damage, this is when he pulls out the good rounds. And he's going to start to, start going through things like they're made of butter. Here in a few seconds when he can see another target. MX-50B shouldn't be a hard thing to defend with standard. Never mind this gold he's got. As now again, they've just cornered themselves in this really horrible spot, and they're getting fired down upon from all directions. And it's way too late for them to get out of this. Now they're just going to get picked off, and as they continue to force themselves into a tinier and tinier position, which is just undefendable at this point in time. Because the 50B has decent gun depression. It can actually fire over that ridgeline without too much issue. But the 183, there's no way it's going to get a shot off without taking a bunch of hits. And the T62A is simply trying to survive at this point in time. The 50B, though, did not get up over that rise without taking a hit, and now the 183 is about to die. Looks like we're not in fact going to get another shot in unless WoT realizes, which he does, that there's a light tank right here, and he misfires, well, because he didn't expect it to dodge, but then it crashes into a rock and somebody else gets the kill. Good job, WoT. Looks like 5,000 damage is as much as he's going to do, as he's not going to get to the other side of the map to take out the other guy. So we're gonna end this battle right here. Well, okay, I guess I'll let it play. But so again, if your strategy starts to fail, make sure you change it. Sitting in this location and getting shot from all directions is not a good idea. If you can take the center of the map really quickly, then this kind of strategy works out really, really well, because then you can fire down into everywhere. If it starts to fail, you really need to adapt quickly, or like this team, you'll just get ripped apart from all sides and end up looking silly on YouTube. That's bad. Unfortunately, no medals were awarded because that's because it is a what's called stronghold battles. You don't give it medals for this, but he did make 96,000 credits, which tells you a lot all by itself. And you can see just which tanks he damaged the most. The fact is, most of the time he didn't put more than one shot into a given tank. But he still manages to make over 5,000 damage. the most on the team. And well done. The fact they fired 22 shots, only 13 of them went in. Unfortunate, not the best in the world, but still, with the reload speed on this thing, he didn't really need to hit everything, but he did obviously hit enough to make himself some cash. Anytime you can make yourself money on a stronghold, never mind 50,000 credits, you are doing well. So congratulations, Lurpy. This was a great game. Thank you so much for showing us a textbook way of how to use the Strv to your advantage and what kind of gun depression this thing has, as well as the fact that when you're hull down, you are next to invisible, never mind somebody trying to hit you. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this, please do pull other people in and help the channel grow. Thank you all. Have a great night. This ioEther out.